Welcome to the week. I tried to make this vlog once, but somehow the file was corrupt and wouldn't transfer, so I'm just gonna remake it. Here is my ginger. I think I told you about it last week from the nubs of ginger that I planted like 2 months ago. It finally came up, so it's been growing in. Georgie, you don't want to go outside. I know you don't. So let's go outside again, and I'll refilm this. So I've got my wood plants, my woodland flowers, and the onion sets through the mail yesterday. So it was a hard work day. So I got the woodland poppies that I marked with branch stakes. There's one there, another one there. Yeah, there. So I marked everything with twigs and stuff that fell off of the trees here. I put in trilliums around the tree over here, and then over here with all the sticks that are sticking out of the ground, I got jack-in-the-pulpits because I wanted those forever. So they're all along this corner here where it's mostly dark. Don't let the current sunshine fool you. There's those berries on this fence here. I'm gonna get some big hooks and I'm gonna put up the ladders that I have over there. So by the ladders, the rhubarbs are doing quite well. Walking. And the grass is still wet from all the rain yesterday. We had rain for like 36 hours, which is perfect because I put my peas in and my parsnips and everything on Wednesday when I pulled a bunch of strawberries. So here's the rhubarb. The one that kind of splits off into a lot of them. Doesn't sprout early, I guess. And there's one of those nice little toad houses. I don't know if anybody's moved in yet. Hopefully somebody moves in. So anyway, lots of nice rhubarb. Maybe I should pull these weeds, maybe later. Don't know what that one is. I guess we'll see. The trees are doing okay-ish still. And over there, the nectarine finished blooming, and now the apricots finished blooming, the nectarine's blooming, and I think the plum is gonna go next, and then the cherries are still asleep. Hinamaki yellow gooseberry waking up next to this pear here. Not pear, fig. Still have that suspicious hole. And speaking of suspicious holes, there's a suspicious digging when I was going around yesterday pulling up grass in the garden. I think something like, I don't know, mouse, mole, toad size got in. Here's the strawberries that I moved. I pulled them out of that bed and that bed. Let's see if we can. Oh, it's the pot, not the bag. Oops. So I pulled it out of this bed, and then all the pots that I pulled stuff out of, like the sea berries, so that one over there, and the one that was there I moved to over there, and I mixed up some compost and some more dirt, and I put my parsnip seeds, because it's perfect timing here. If I plant them in mid-ish March, they'll be ready for the frost right before Thanksgiving for a Thanksgiving feast. So I pulled the strawberries out of here, my peas row, and I planted peas on Wednesday before it had rained, hoping that the rain would water them in. So the ones that had kind of worked their way out of the soil or that I didn't plant well, I poked into the dirt this morning, but they look nice and juicy and plump, so I think my plan is working. I saw praying mantis cocoon over here. There's another one on the back fence because I was worried that they'd gotten pulled up and they wouldn't hatch because they got taken away by the guys that I hired to not the brush over here, but the one over there and over there. I mean, if some of them got taken, that's kind of Darwin at work, right? So I'm glad I still have some of them. So the onion sets, I planted a bunch here with the carrots. I left the corners because, well, this corner was dug up yesterday. Who knows what? The same animal that dug up my banana mint pot, which is horrible. Maybe I should set out my squirrel trap again. So onions, didn't put it in here, put some here because it was 5 dozen. They only sell in lots of 5 dozen. Who needs 5 dozen onions? But fine. Put some around here, put some here and over here. And I do still have to plant my seeds indoors too. Sorry about the plane. They're not supposed to fly this way, but I guess they are. Some onions here, some onions here, some onions here, and then more of them over there. So, and those are those native strawberries that I pulled up and put in a pot because I definitely want to save those. I think there's one of them on the ground here that I keep stepping on too. I think there's one of them in the middle here too. Oh, and I have seeds sprouting of something. Hopefully it was tasty food. And what I discovered, I think I'm going to pull up this dandelion, like cut off the leaves, put them in the freezer, pull it up because I don't need that much dandelion greens. But I don't know if you can see that that dandelion over there is pink. I thought I'd lost all of them in the bed over there to the overgrowth that was the sorrel and everything last year, but you can tell that the petals here are pink. So I have some survivors. Anyway, so onions went in. I still gotta plant seeds inside in my seedling pots, one of those trays. So I thought I was only gonna plant like tomatoes and tomatillos and basil, but then when I went through my boxes of seeds, I realized there's more that I wanted to plant. So I need to fill the second tub of those grocery store flower pots with dirt still too, and then plant them up today. I still gotta water the indoor plants. I'm already sore from all of the planting yesterday, but fine. Work is work. So, oh, and the poly clay spacers that I had made, I put a couple of them in. Not quite sure that this is quite the right angle yet for peach, but it's a start, right? And I'm gonna clip this one and this one. It's the rootstock. That is, I mean, it's a crapshoot, right? So I think I'm gonna clip those because they probably won't be as tasty as whatever these are. And I think one of the grafts that didn't start last year is starting this year. So maybe I'll have 3 of the grafted varieties. We'll see. And I've been, see all the strawberries I transplanted yesterday with the grass that I pulled from the fence I'm using as straw. So all of the blooms on this honeyberry, I've been going through and hand pollinating them, even though I did see a mason bee around the house 2 or 3 days ago. So maybe there are pollinators around already to try to pollinate some of these berries. This is the second one that opens up. The earliest blooming one that I have is, let's walk over there, all the way over here. So it's all the way over here. Might actually be done blooming soon. It's all leafed out. Hopefully some of those berries set. So I got the strawberries out of here too, because I pulled that not salmonberry, thimbleberry out of here, so it's an empty pot that can receive a tree, because I have those trees coming in. This pot that got dug up by who knows what animal, I'm blaming it on a toad, but who knows if that actually happened. Animals dug over there. I don't know if you can see, there's digging over here. I think there's a hole through the bottom of the fence, so I don't know if like moles or mice got in or what, but I mean, anything's possible, right? So food isn't missing, I guess it's okay, but oh, and the elderberry that was there, I looked at the tag, it was the white elderberry, so I planted it out where the blackberries are at the end of the horseshoe-shaped flower thing. Yesterday, it wasn't looking so hot, quite honestly. I don't think it'll survive, but I tried, right? Anyway, so gonna try this a second time. Hopefully this file isn't corrupt, otherwise I have to find out something else. Man, there's digging here again. I keep covering it up and something keeps digging. Maybe I really will put the squirrel trap out Oop, I have some dead worms. Anyway, gonna upload this. Oop, there's another peas. Gotta plant him in. There you go. Oop, there's two of them in the same spot. I guess I'm predictable, huh? Put this guy in here. And it was mixed peas, so I didn't label them last year because I was still recovering from that back surgery, right? So it's either yellow snow peas, green snow peas, green sugar snaps, purple sugar snaps, and maybe some of those English peas too. So we'll see. Oh, did I say in this one, or was it the last one that was corrupt? It was peas over here, and I put peas over here too, and peas over here, and in that last row. So tons of peas everywhere. I figure they die back before like all of the beans start going too, so I'll just harvest a ton of peas from all the peas that I saved from last year and have that as an early spring crop. Anyway, that's that. See you next week.